and welcome to the Property News on Magic Bricks Now, India's first property business channel. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines at this hour. Independence Day coming soon for home buyers in Maharashtra. Sources tell us that the state government will table the final draft of the rules for the regulator on the 15th of August. But escrow limits could be reduced from the mandated 70%. That is a big Magic Bricks Now exclusive. Wait for Mumbai's crucial road connecting Mulund-Goregaon, a link road to get longer. Mumbai Civic Body BMC's move to blacklist errant developers backfires. Now the corporation has no bidders for the mega infrastructure project. Land prices in prime localities in Telangana have run up 20 to 25% on the back of reports that the state government will divide existing 10 districts to make 24 districts in all. Magic Bricks Now gets you details of how this move will have an impact on the property market. Starting off this show with a big Magic Bricks Now exclusive, the final rules for the Maharashtra regulator will be out this Independence Day, the 15th of August, less than 2 months from now. Sources in the state government confirmed this development to Magic Bricks Now. However, the state might consider reducing the escrow limit from the 70% mandated by the Centres Act. My colleague Ruchi Deshpande, who's been following the story very, very closely, gets us exclusive details.
In less than a month from now is when the Maharashtra government is aiming to finalize the rules for the housing regulator. Now, sources from the Maharashtra government exclusively tell Magic Bricks Now that July 15 is when they are aiming to finish drafting the rules, after which they will throw it open for suggestions and objections for a period of 1 month. So 15th of August, that is Independence Day, is when Maharashtra government will have the final draft of the rules of the housing regulator in their hands. What they also told us is that in order to fine-tune the rules, they will hold a meeting with the builder bodies of the state, which are namely CREDAI as well as NAREDCO. This meeting will take place at the end of this month, that is June, to fine-tune the rules of the Maharashtra housing regulator. They are also planning to reduce the amount, the escrow amount, which is 70% as mandated by RERA. But Maharashtra government sources tell us that they don't find it feasible for the city of Mumbai, and hence they are planning to get it down. If and when that development happens, we will keep you posted about it on Magic Bricks Now.
We also caught up with Uday Vavikar, VP Consumer Court Bar Association Maharashtra and Goa earlier today, and he tells us if the government will meet its self-imposed deadline.
We are hopeful and we really want that, but then there are a lot of queries, and I think because now first the government will have to give us for suggestion the RERA. Then there will be suggestion, acceptances of suggestion, some changes, and then finally it can roll out. Because without suggestions and acceptance of various experts, if the RERA comes out, it won't be fair, number one. Number two, there are two queries basically. One is that lowering down the escrow account by 70%, which will not be in the spirit of the central RERA, because we are already started discounting the escrow account. Because what will happen is, because of the escrow account, there would have been genuine builders coming forward who are interested, who's got capacity to do the project. Now all the speculators might come in, and they may not have the capacity to complete the project because the construction costs are tremendous. Now, if there is some formula accepted, actually that should have been passed by the parliament. Now, after parliament is accepting, you are doing a backdoor changes are not really welcome. This would amount to a dilution. And I, for one, I may not be a consumer activist, but representing a lot of consumers, I feel it's not correct. And apart from the consumer point of view, there will be a chance for fly-by-night operators coming into the market by dilution.
Well, final drafts draft rules to be out by the 15th of August. Maharashtra leading the way there. Of course, that's something that we'll keep a very, very close watch here on Magic Bricks Now and bring you regular updates. Meanwhile, BMC's move to blacklist errant road contractors has boomeranged on the civic body. The Corporation has not received any bids for the Mulund-Goregaon link road. In fact, Magic Bricks now found that the road scam is affecting key infrastructure projects in the city of Mumbai. My colleague Disha Shah gets us this exclusive report.
No bidders for the Goregaon-Mulund Link Road project, and the reason cited by the BMC officials is of the road scam. In fact, officials tell Magic Bricks now that no contractors are willing to come on board and work with the civic body, as till date BMC has blacklisted close to 12 contractors who are involved in the road scam, and it includes big names like J. Kumar and Company, R.K. Madani and many more. In fact, what has affected on ground is the key infrastructure projects in the city of Mumbai, and one being the 1300 crore Goregaon-Mulund Link Road project. In fact, BMC officials, they also told Magic Bricks now that no bidders have bid for the first phase of the project, and they have to recall the tenders again, and that will take place only post monsoon, which is from October. In fact, they also told Magic Bricks now that the work for the project, which was supposed to start in March 2017, has now been extended and can start only in August 2017. Why this is important to know here is because this project is expected to improve the east to west connectivity in the city of Mumbai. It also aims to reduce the travelling time for the commuters from 1.5 hours to 15 to 20 minutes approximately. In fact, this project will also take 3 years to complete, and not only infrastructure projects, but the road scam has also affected the monsoon work at large in Mumbai. Remember, Magic Bricks now had reported last week that civic body has received no contractors, and no contractors are willing to come on board to fill potholes or do any sort of road repair work. So what BMC has now done is appointed pre-monsoon work contractors to work during monsoon, but BMC officials, they themselves told Magic Bricks now that they are not quite confident as to how better job they will do, as these pre-monsoon work contractors are not better equipped to work during monsoon. Although civic activists believe that a lot of work has been going on ground with regards to rains in the city of Mumbai, but how effectively the civic body will work during monsoon is the big question here. This is Disha Shah for Magic Bricks Now.
Moving on to another key property market, India's newest state is gifting itself some new districts, and that has caused land prices in prime markets to run up by almost 25%. The Telangana government proposes to split its existing 10 districts and thus increase the total number of districts to 24. Suesha Sawant gets us names of the proposed districts.
That's right, the district collectors have submitted detailed reports to the government, and the government is in the process of marking out the new districts. The division will largely be based on size and population. The larger districts will be split up. So for example, Mehboob Nagar, which is the 5th largest district, that will be further split up. Then Rangareddy, Karim Nagar, Hyderabad, and the current large districts. Now the division is likely to get finalized by last week of August or the first week of October this year. The district will have its own corporation, and the mandals are in the process of getting finalized of which mandals will come under which district. All this is being done to ease administration. Now we hear from our sources that the names of the new districts, the proposed names, include Mehboob Nagar, Vanaparthi, Nagar Karnool, Nalgonda, Suryapet, Nizamabad, Warangal, Khammam, Adilabad, Bhadrachalam, Jangaon, Acharya Jaishankar district, Karim Nagar, Rangareddy, Hyderabad East, Charminar, Golconda, Sikandrabad, Sangareddy. The next meeting for this is happening on the 30th of June. That is the end of this month.
We also spoke to Vasudevan Iyer of Knight Frank earlier today, and he tells us how this move will impact the real estate market in Hyderabad.
One of the major reasons where the government is actually evaluating splitting the entire state from just about 10 districts to about 24 is majorly for their administrative convenience, and it's going to lead to a lot more convenience for people who are looking at approvals. They'll actually start coming in a lot more sooner, and things will actually improve with this kind of a change, with the further kind of reducing the 10 districts into 24. So it's a positive move from administrative angle for the government as well as for the people who are going to be interacting with the government officials. The land prices have already started showing an upward trend in the districts where the additional 14 districts where they feel that they would be in the top 24 list. So the land prices have already started going up anywhere between about 30% to about 80-85% in many of these places. And with regards to the rental will also go up anywhere between about 15 to about 20% based on the relevance of that particular location in each of these districts. Right now, typically like how the Telangana and Andhra split was actually discussed for some time, and the pricing in Andhra and areas which were pretty close to the capital city had started seeing an upward trend even before the split happened. In the same way, all the districts where they are sure that they would be a part of the 14, the trend has already started. So there is a lot of people who are sure that they would come into the top 14, and the upward trend has already started in all these 14 places.
Quick break on the property news, but on the other side, big win for home buyers fighting #project delays in what comes as a landmark order. A Mumbai-based builder, Nitin Mehta, will be jailed over delay in giving a home buyer possession of flat. That's coming up on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching India's first property business channel, Magic Bricks Now. I'm Amita Balachandra. Big win for home buyers fighting project delays in what comes as a landmark order. A Mumbai-based builder, Nitin Mehta, will be jailed over delay in giving a home buyer possession of flat. On Wednesday, the court rejected the builder's bail plea. The home buyer had dragged the developer to Maharashtra State Consumer Disputes Commission, and earlier in the initial round of arguments, the developer assured the court he would settle the matter with the home buyer. The errant developer was given a 10-day deadline directing him to either give possession of the flat or compensate the buyer. Failing to meet the 10-day deadline, now the builder faces heat. To give us a better perspective, we of course caught up with High Court advocate Pradeep Samant, who tells us how significant the case is in the current scenario where project delays are so rampant.
In this case, actually, this builder is very reputed builder, and he requested the court that give some time so that he can comply the order also, and meanwhile, if he require, he can approach the High Court also. But what is the significance of this case is the division bench of Justice Bengare refuse directly to give further time unless and until he comply the order. The procedure of filing consumer complaints in consumer district courts or state consumer forum, that is the right procedure, because you need not pay much stamp duty like in civil courts. So this is the only thing, and one more option is available, that they can form society also, which is a NGO type society. It's not a cooperative housing society. That is under Society Registration Act. So that they can file collectively also, and whenever they file collectively, it has more weightage than fighting individually. See, this judgment is significant in a way that in Delhi State Consumer Commission also has passed certain orders in DLF case. In fact, after those cases, every state commission is more active against builders or developers, and this is one of the such example that DLF case order, which is passed by Delhi State Consumer Commission, or sorry, it is by a National Consumer Commission. So after this National Consumer Commission judgment, every state consumer is very active against builders.
Moving on, pin code 400030, Worli is fast becoming the hottest address in the Mumbai real estate market. Always a posh location. Of course, of late, business tycoons, Bollywood stars, celebrities, cricketers are forking out big money for a home here. In fact, property consultancy JLL India has dubbed it the newest playground for Mumbai's billionaires. Here's a special report on the stretch that's home to Virat Kohli and Akshay Kumar.
Made it in life? Where should you buy a home in Mumbai? Well, going by what's trending, it ought to be pin code 4030, Worli. Don't believe us? Then look at who has recently bought homes here. Celebrity cricketer Virat Kohli recently shelled out a whopping 34 crore rupees to buy a home in Omkar 1973. And Captain Kohli is in good company. Fellow cricketers Rohit Sharma and Yuvraj Singh too have invested in homes in Worli. Rohit Sharma splurged 30 crore rupees to buy a home in Ahuja Towers, while Yuvraj Singh spent 64 crore rupees on an Omkar 1973 apartment. The elite, posh sea-facing location has also attracted Bollywood's glam gang. Actors Abhishek Bachchan and Akshay Kumar recently splurged 41 and 28 crore rupees respectively in 360 West. This stretch is also home to business tycoons like Bharat Forge's Baba Kalyani and Infosys founders Narayana Murthy and Nandan Nilekani. There is no denying Worli's advantages. It is in highbrow South Mumbai, but close to new and old business hubs like Lower Parel, Bandra Kurla Complex and Nariman Point. Plus, it is a sea-facing location which has always attracted a premium price tag in the maximum city. But it is the release of mill lands and the redevelopment opportunities here that has catapulted Worli as a prime luxury residential destination in recent times. With luxury skyscrapers emerging all around, the average base capital values have shot above 42,000 rupees per square foot. According to JLL, typical ticket sizes in Worli range between 12.5 crore rupees and 25 crore rupees. And thanks to the upcoming coastal road and metro rail phase 3, Worli is not only poised for greater growth, but will continue to remain a coveted address for a longer time. Bureau Report, Magic Bricks Now.
Moving on now to a quick design-it-yourself trick if you have old CDs at home and if you're wondering what you can do with it, Akash Perry tells you how you can use them. Take a look.
Take a bowl and using paint, color it from inside like this. Then take your old so-called worthless CDs and using scissors, cut them into small pieces. Don't bother about the shape or the size of these pieces. So finally, when you have enough pieces, start sticking them on the bowl using glue or any adhesive. Cover the bowl completely with these pieces. And once you are done covering the bowl entirely with these tiny CD pieces, use white cement to fill in the gaps, and your bowl will look like this. You can actually use white paint to cover the gaps. So now you can use it as potpourri, you can use it as a bowl to keep fruits, or you can make two such bowls and join them so that it becomes one disco light ball for you. So the next trick is rather simple. Use decorative paper. Take your old CD and simply using glue stick it on this paper. Then using scissors cut this paper around the CD, leaving only the part जिस पे CD चिपकी हुई है. Then finally, when you trim off the edges also, you'll have your CD coasters like these. Moving on, take your old plant pot or gamla. Now, to make this gamla more fancy, that is designer plant pot, we'll use these CD pieces और इन्हें इस गमले पे चिपका देंगे. Make such layers of these CD pieces all around this pot. Make at least 2 or 3 such layers. And once you are done, it's gonna look like this.
And with that, we've completely run out of time on the show. It's a wrap on the property news on Magic Bricks Now. Thank you for watching.
Monsoons hit the city late, but it's now Judgment Day. For over 2 months, our reporters went around the city to find out what work was being done. Is Mumbai really rain ready?
What stops you from implementing projects that you all have budgeted for 5 times over many other state budgets in this country? Why can't we compare? What stops you from bringing in new technology?
10 साल से कभी साफ ही नहीं किया था नाला, तो ये टाइम हमने उधर के सभी झोपड़पट्टी तोड़ दी, उधर के जितने गारमेंट है वो तोड़ के उधर का नाला पूरा क्लियर कर दिया.
जादव जी, आप बारिश के 1 महीने पहले रोड क्यों बना रहे हो?
This is not political discussion. People are suffering in the Mumbai city.
If in the city of Mumbai you face any sort of trouble, there's waterlogging, there's garbage floating on the streets, get in touch with us, send us photographs, send us videos. And
you can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.